Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.2 is now out to all backers on the PTU. It looks extremely likely that this patch wants to be live for at or around CitizenCon. CitizenCon Direct is just 1 week away and the countdown is on. It's a special Star Citizen showcase with new reveals, news and updates. It kicks off on Saturday the 11th of October at 7 PM UTC. You can watch it on Twitch or YouTube or as a video later or with a streamer or whatever. You can rebroadcast it freely. It's expected to be around 2 hours long, nice and concise, and you can attend a CitizenCon watch party if you wish. There are loads around the world, but some have CIG attendance, like the one that I'm planning to go to in Leicester in the UK at the National Space Centre. So I'll put some links down to that and the other watch parties below. We could be getting the Anvil Paladin. They might show off and say that Nyx is real soon and that Alpha 4.3.2 might go live during CitizenCon. There's a load of stuff they're going to be showing and yeah, very excited for it. Talking about Alpha 4.3.2, the initial Evocati build for that patch revealed a huge salvage update focused on structural salvage and giving salvage a more rounded gameplay loop like with mining, but also adding refining as part of that gameplay loop. Different materials and densities, a rework of alignment and sweet spots for gathering, and an archetypal role update for salvage ships. It also hinted at potentially more salvage ships incoming, maybe a starter one like the Golem. We're going to see loads of economy updates, stuff like that as well. Since then, though, the patch has opened up to all backers and added a load more content, with the testing focus now being stability and bug fixes, also that big structural salvage update, and the Frontier Fighters Finale event. So this is a limited time event where players complete missions for one of two factions, the Headhunters or the CFP, the Citizens for Pyro. The faction with the most contribution points at the end of the event will be declared the winner, and that's going to change the story somewhat. So basically these factions are hunting down the Frontier Fighters. More missions will expand out each week, and you can do the earlier week's missions as well. So week 1, the hunt is on, eliminate specific Frontier Fighter targets or find missing persons and then deliver a datapad from their body. Week 2 has ship ambush missions and destroy regen locations at medical facility missions. Week 3, apprehend the suspect, and they also talk about Hunt the Polaris. So this mission is the existing archetype of Hunt the Polaris. This is a multi-stage mission where players must work together to chase down and destroy a Frontier Fighter's Polaris. This is a server-wide mission, meaning that players share the same mission instance. There are 2 versions of this mission, one for each faction. There are various bug fixes in this patch, AI and NPC issues, including shooting each other within the same faction. It has had some potential fixes, some ones for missions, very loud audio and crashes. That said, I've had a couple of crashes since this patch, potentially because I refuse to stop using Vulkan. Always delete your shaders folder with a new patch, but I get pretty good results normally with Vulkans, and I know that they're updating it real soon, so super excited for that. Always happy to have a more performant, prettier looking Star Citizen, and yeah, that is coming soon. There is a load of other bits in this patch, including updates to Cloud Imperium. There are mentions of the Yomandi creature. There's binoculars, at least on display at Cloud as well. Cool. Give me binoculars. Are they going to give me some proper infrared or night sight and stuff like that? Maybe. You can expect a load more content to be added this coming week in the run-up to CitizenCon and its probable live release of 4.3.2. Also, there's a sneak peek in the newsletter. This is of the AI FPS turret, or turrets that should be turning up in the patch. These are probably going to be at ASD facilities and some landing zones, stuff like that. Don't scream, the Day of the Vara is upon us. Get into this ghastly season with 2 eerie community contests, pick up some spooky ship paints, and there is a bone-chilling Arena Commander mode where you can earn exclusive Halloween masks. The Halloween events are running throughout October. Get involved if you want one of those skins, or if you want to get involved with Arena Commander and some of those masks and stuff. We had a monthly report as well last week that highlighted the Paladin and Perseus being close to completion. There are 6+ unannounced ships and vehicles in varying stages that CIG are working on, some of which we're going to see at CitizenCon or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. The Kraken has started full production. They're working on that Yomandi creature. There's a boss fight they've been working on. There's lots of AI improvements. They implied Nyx potentially was coming soon because they said there's going to be the return of an ATC voice, which is probably going to be Aslan McCann, which is the controller at Levski. And they progressed with things like engineering, command modules, and the inventory rework. I have a video on that in a load more detail. If you are interested, I do recommend you check that out. There were some leaks from the recent flight model test group and a response from CIG's Yogicat, basically saying that these sort of leaks cause them to take more time when testing because they have to burn the whole group because they don't want leaks, assumedly if they can't trace the leak anyway, and get a new group, which means they can't iterate with the same group when they're testing things like the flight model. They're not like the Evocadi, this sort of test group. It's much more focused testing that's a bit more vetted, and it's a much more sort of hard NDA. I'm always on the fence about covering leaks. Data mines, kind of fair game for the most part. I get stuff leaked to me, both fake and real, pretty regularly. I'll cover a leak or spoiler if I think it's something that's real, or if it's something that's very much in public domain, but also if I think it's interesting or important. I want to cover the Star Citizen project, warts and all, but there's some stuff that is just drama for drama's sake, or is materially damaging to the project for no real gain. And sometimes it might just be something that I think feels a bit scummy. Very much my sort of thoughts and opinions on that at the moment. As I said, I like Star Citizen, warts and all. But I would really recommend that people that are part of those test groups or under an NDA, don't break that, don't leak. It hurts the other testers, it hurts CIG, and it slows everything down. You could also potentially get into real big trouble, I suppose. That said, I'm sympathetic if it's more like genuine whistleblowing, but that's a whole different kettle of fish. And also there's going to be exceptions to all of this as well, right? Oh, I thought I'd try this as well in some of these videos, especially like the little news ones that are just a load of little bits of information chucked at you. I want to start giving little shout outs to orgs and to org adjacent things, maybe little events and stuff like that. So I want to give a shout out to an org this week, Phrasing. Phrasing's a small North American semi-casual org built around smuggling, trade and logistics, but they're just as ready for combat when the situation calls for it. They keep things fun and flexible while still running regular group content so everyone can get the most out of the verse. They host Call to Arms CTA throughout the week with ops ranging from Onyx facility clears, checkmate station runs, Lazarus labs, bounty hunting, arena commander skirmishes, and much, much more. They've come together and got an Idris for the org as well so they can participate in larger scale operations. If that sounds like something that you are interested in and you want an org, then check them out. Their org is in the links down below. If you've got an org that you want me to do a little shout out for, chuck it in the comments down below as well, that your name of your org and that you want to shout out, whatever. I'll talk to you on Discord probably at some point. I will be prioritizing some people that you know that are channel members and Patreon, stuff like that first. Boom! That's it for the video. Tell me what you are excited for, what you think might happen at CitizenCon Direct, what you're hoping will be revealed. Do you think Nyx is going to be in our hands by the end of the year? Do you think 4.3.2 is going to be released at CitizenCon and we're going to get the Anvil Paladin? Are you excited for that structural salvage update? Because I think it's actually pretty good, although it was only partly implemented when I was messing around with it earlier, so I think that a load more is coming throughout the week. But whatever your thoughts or questions are, chuck it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. It's October, it's CitizenCon, there is loads going on in Star Citizen, and I spy with my Toby eye tracker something beginning with D. It's a discount. You want a natively supported high precision head and eye tracker for Star Citizen? Of course you do. It actually works with a load of games, actually. The Toby eye tracker is super useful as part of your arsenal, but also really adds to your immersion. If you don't mind spending a little bit of time tweaking after setup, you can have a really awesome time. Look around your cockpit, look over your shoulder, and track ships in a dogfight intuitively and ergonomically like never before. It's got a load of features to improve the experience as well, with like camera boost, which is a little tiny bit like mouse acceleration for your head and eyes, but actually useful. You can get 15% off a Toby Eye Tracker 5 until Monday the 20th of October. Links below to that. There's also a sweepstake going on from Toby. You can join to win a Toby Eye Tracker 5. Links down below to that too. Thanks to Toby for sponsoring this video. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for October, because of CitizenCon and it's a big month of celebration, we are giving away 5 different ships to 5 different winners. They all come with a game package and lifetime insurance. We're giving away a C8X Pisces, the Arrow Light Fighter, the 100i luxury starting ship, the Sulen, a very cool, weird alien starting ship, and the Nomad from Consolidated Outland. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning one of those ships is comment on any of my videos made during October. Any of those are great to start the game with, or just as another ship in your fleet, or even as a lifetime insurance token to upgrade to something else. A big thank you as well to CIG for providing some of those ships for that giveaway. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon or using the join button under my videos. That will get you some occasional exclusive content, and it really does help us out loads. Also, like, share, subscribe, that all helps tons as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I hope you have a great October.